son and he's not my... This looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, because we need a little controversy.
The most concerning thing about this video is not the fact that this woman is openly admitting that she resents her son's girlfriend for pretty much just existing in the same space as her, but the amount of likes on the video. 200,000 people saw this video and either laughed or agreed, and a lot of them are women. Ladies, your son is not meant to fill every masculine role in your life. He is not your guardian, your protector, your boyfriend, your boo. He's your son. He's your child. And these little Oedipus complexes y'all have are not funny and are quite frankly terrifying, and that's why your son won't talk to you in 30 years.
I've waited 100 years, and I'd wait 1,000,000 more for you.
Are you Paxton? Take Savannah to be your lawfully wedded mommy forever. Savannah, take Paxton to be your lawfully wedded son forever. You may now kiss your mommy.
These boy moms are never beating the allegations. This was a missed opportunity and a teachable moment. Being a parent is about helping your child understand things and breaking them down to a level that even a child can understand. This is a missed opportunity to explain to him that mommy loves you different than how I love daddy, but I still love you. And the reason why I don't think this is just cute and harmless is because it ends up turning out grown men who say things like this. On Mother's Day, Marlon Wayans reveals that he never got married because he didn't want his mother to be jealous of another woman. I've never wanted my mother to feel second to any woman. Mothers should never be jealous of their sons' girlfriends and wives, but if you never take the time to explain that, they can grow up to be a grown man who is confused. Children are impressionable, and that's why you can't indulge their every whim. You could have said one day you're going to meet an amazing woman, and you're going to love her, and you're going to want to marry her. But the love you're going to have for her is going to be different from mommy, but they're both going to be beautiful. You could have explained that instead of having a pseudo wedding ceremony in your living room.
I'm going to post it on Facebook.
But you've ruined my
I've
whole...
had 13 likes.
You've ruined everything. You've ruined my whole
I think we just taken
pregnancy
it too far.
announcement.
Auntie Beverly's
It's
commented
not
on it.
taking it... I don't care who's commented on it. No one should be commenting on anything because I haven't asked you to post anything about me being pregnant. I asked you to keep it private until we were ready to say...
Get over yourself, love.
What do you mean,
Honestly,
get
take
over
it
myself?
A bit too far. You would have done a post tomorrow or something anyway.
I'm your son's girlfriend.
I know
You're
you
speaking
are,
to me
fine.
like that.
I thought I'm going to let everybody know.
You've not just upset me. You know, you've really upset David as
You're on
well.
social media. David's not really bothered.
Yes, he is.
I don't think he is.
You've ruined our pregnancy announcement. We might not get this opportunity again.
Just stop
It's
being
our first child and we don't think
I
we'll...
just think you're being a bit of a missy. Right, you need to just get over it.
No,
There's
I don't need
things
to
you
get
can be
over it. Who
doing
are you
and
talking to?
Think about it. Just get over it. You're just taking it too far, you and David. You're just
If you carry
taking
on
it
like
too
this, I'm not
far.
even going to let you see the baby at this point because you're just being ridiculous.
Is this? Well, you can have another baby. You can
Well, we
have
might
another
not get the
baby.
opportunity to have another baby.
Of course you will.
Well, we might not. I don't even think I want another child. I only want one child.
Boy moms are not beating the allegations. I know that it's customary for there to be a father-daughter dance or a mother-son dance, but this is doing a lot. Of course, if they like it, I love it, but sometimes boy moms have a really difficult time letting the moment be about their son and their new bride without them trying to upstage or them trying to make that moment about them. These are the kind of moms that will blurt out the gender of the child before the son and daughter have a chance to do the gender reveal. They'll pop their popper first, or they'll rush to hug their son before the two parents can hug each other. Maybe mom is single and ready to mingle and she wants the men in the crowd to know that she still got it. And if that's what she was trying to do, okay, girl, you did that. I wonder if the bride was sitting off to the side saying, I don't even know if I'm gonna get all this. I don't know if he's gonna twirl me around like that. And I don't know if I'm gonna have to do a split. For the sake of the new bride and groom, I hope this is just a mom having fun with her son dancing, and not the case of a woman who's in a secret competition with her daughter-in-law that she knows nothing about. I've seen moms show up at their son's wedding wearing wedding dresses and wearing white looking like the bride. So it could always be worse.
See? To the commenters who say, oh, you could just make it work. Why can't you just be civil? That's a moment that girl never gets back now. Yeah, we could say that's on the husband, but why was the mother running in there? Fucking wild out here, folks.
Mom, you looking sexy and beautiful.
Thank you.
Alright, mate. You know, you look beautiful, you look nice, it would have sufficed. It would have sufficed. Alright? You know, we might need to call the cops. You know, I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. I don't know how this lad. Alright? You know, I can't even put too much blame on the young lad here. young, inexperienced. He doesn't really know what he's doing, right? He might have heard that from somewhere else, so we're gonna give him a warning. But we can't be saying that. There's other compliments you can use that it does not sound great, right? They need to stop him in his tracks right now. Right? Trying to say he looks beautiful and stuff. Encouraging him to say that isn't really the best. Case. It's not really the best thing to do, right? It does not translate well, right? I'm here to tell you that it doesn't translate well, right? You could have received a booking for that statement or even more, to be honest, right? It does not come off well. And for you to watch this video back and upload it, right? It's just, you're asking for, sanctions, you're asking for trouble, right? I'm here just to, have a word with the young lad and have a word with potentially, the adult in question, right? We really need to be thinking about what we're doing, lads.
I found my peace in you.
Y'all do not understand the problems that this causes. And it starts at this age with that behavior. This is why we have so many terrible men now. I bet you're gonna raise him up like, oh my goodness, my baby can do no wrong. That is my precious little boy. And then for your daughters, yeah, you need to clean after them. Yeah, can you make your brother something that... it starts at this age and you don't even realize, and it's annoying and it's weird.
I am so glad that that woman's video went viral when she was talking about, I love my daughter, but my boy has my heart. My son has my heart. I am so glad that that video went viral because it just proves that all the daughters of boy moms are not exaggerating. I literally was just talking about this, literally. And my whole thing is, boy moms, why do y'all do that? Are y'all husbands not emotionally fulfilling you guys? So the next man in the house, boy in the house gets all of your attention? What is it? And then here's the next question. Do you really feel like the emotional incest that you're performing with your son is going to help him or hinder him? Do you think that he's going to go out into the world and now try to find his mommy and other women? Yes. Do you think that's going to help him? Do you think that there are women just lining up to act like that boy's mommy? I would think that as a parent, you'd want to set your child up to be the most successful adult that they can be. But a lot of people have kids not thinking about the adult that they're going to become. They have kids thinking about the kid. Oh, that's my baby. My son has my heart. Let's start thinking about the adult that's going to grow up internalizing that he has to find a woman like his mommy. Just think about how that's going to hurt him in the future.
This kind of moms needs to get a better grip on reality. The fantasy land they live in will be sinking into the sea very soon. They are the crusty daughters they are warning their sons about. And I am convinced this type of boy moms are the ones raising men with no respect or regard for women because they don't respect themselves. I have actually always wondered how boys grew up to be abusive partners until I started watching this kind of videos. This was super educational. Hello everyone, my name is Anthony. I am the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
Controversial things I'm going to do as a boy mom that are going to make other boy moms mad. Starting off strong, I'm going to let his wife sit in the front seat. I don't mind sitting in the back seat, okay? I drove my son around, or I'm going to drive my son around for half of his life, okay? They could chauffeur me. Matter of fact, I'm going to take my own car. I know how to drive. We'll take our own car, baby. We'll meet you there. Now, if they want me to sit in the back seat to look after the kids, to give them snacks, I'm cool with it. If they don't, they don't. Oh well. I'm not his wife, okay? Once he gets married, his wife comes first. Not to expect to be in the delivery room when she gives birth. And no, it doesn't make me less important. Grow up, people. When you gave birth, okay, you didn't want your mother-in-law looking at all your hoo-ha's and things. Now, if she wants me there, cool, I'll be there. But at the end of the day, my son's not giving birth. And I bet that she's going to want her mother there. Now, cool, if she wants me there, I'm going to be there. I'm going to support her. But if she doesn't, I could be outside. I'll be waiting. I'll bring the food and snacks, whatever she wants. I'm going to respect their boundaries and stay out of their marriage. If they have a problem, they could work it out. If they want my opinion, the both of them can come to me because each story has both sides. And guess what? When they're married, they're yoked together.
I'll listen to both of their problems and I'll give them my advice. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. When it comes to raising their children, I'm only going to give my opinion when it's asked. This one's going to ruffle a lot of tail feathers. I'm going to accept that his wife and children are his immediate family. Okay? He gets married. The Bible says he leaves the household, he leaves his mother and father, and he starts his own family. Now, I'm not saying that they're not going to be family. Of course, they're family. But guess what? His wife and kids are his priority, and that they come first. I'm going to have family traditions that include everybody. I saw this one woman say how it's okay to go on solo trips with her family, like her son, and leave the wife out of it. No, everybody's going, honey. I'm gonna be the best mother-in-law. I'm the type of person that I don't like to bother. My job is not to compete with his future wife, okay? I'm raising my son to be a God-fearing man who treats his wife well and who loves and leads his family. Let me know if you want a part 2.
That mom who is mad at her 17-year-old daughter for not fixing her 20-year-old brother something to eat is mad weird to me. Like, it's strange as fuck to me. Like, she walks in the room and asked her son, baby, have you ate? And he said, no, she didn't want to cook, so I ate cereal. And the mom turned around to the daughter and say, you mean to tell me all he ate was cereal? Oh, you finna have to get out of my house. Like, excuse me? And to mind you, it's not like the boy doing nothing major. He ended up smoking and rolling up and on his game, like, why his big grown ass can't fix his own food? Then the mama telling the daughter, oh, you finna have to get out. Oh, you ain't want to cook? I'm finna show you. And then the girl say she record her. Oh, don't record me. I'm finna show them how I beat you. Blase squaze. But like, just the whole situation wrong. I just feel like, personally, why is your daughter why are you bringing her up to cater to your son? Like, why do you feel like she has to feed him? Why are you even trying to install that in her? Like, am I tripping? There's no way my daughter is going to have to cook for her older brothers. Like, no, everybody, like, up the age, baby, fix your own food. It's really that simple. Then you could tell that the girl be going through a lot because the girl is like terrified of her mom. And she tell her mama she ain't got nowhere to go. Her mama like, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You need to kick that big overgrown ass boy out your house. What the fuck?
Oh, you have children? How sweet. My children are my whole heart. Yeah, I do. It's amazing. What do you have? Girls, boys, both? Yeah, I have one girl and one boy. How about you? Yeah, well, you know, my oldest is my daughter, and my youngest, he's my baby boy. Oh, sweet. Is he like 3? How old? Oh, no, he's 22. Oh, okay. He's got mama's heart. Well, you know, mine is 10, so I guess they don't know how I feel when they're full-grown adults. How old is your daughter? Oh, she's 20. I think she's 28. Wow, that's really cool. What is she doing? Not getting married and having babies, I can tell you that much. Oh, so is she really focused on like traveling or work? You know, I don't even know. Sometimes I think she's just focused on being selfish. Oh, and your son? What does he do? Oh, bless his heart. He doesn't have a job right now, so he's living with mama. But he is just so talented. I just know he's gonna get a great job soon. Okay, well, never talk to me again. Thanks.
This lady got on the internet and said she have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. She loves all her kids the same, but her son, oh my gosh, her son, she damn near had an orgasm talking about her son. And says she loves all her kids the same. So somebody gets in the comments and says, your daughters will always be your daughters, but your son will eventually be a husband, basically. She says, no, he won't. That's not a part of our agreement. He's not allowed to get married. You bitches be sick. What? I love my kids the same, but my son, oh my gosh, my son, I just love his beautiful face. He's so perfect. You have 3 kids, 2 daughters, and you only talking about how beautiful your son is. Oh my gosh, some women are really, really sick. I literally have 2 girls and 1 boy. I love all of my kids. And I think I love even more the fact that my son is a baby. I'm not obsessing over my son like, oh my God, my son.
I would argue that the best family dynamic is families where they have 2 kids and they're both girls. Because, like, they didn't try again for a boy. They were like, we've got our 2 kids. They're both girls. We're rocking with it. We've got 2 daughters. We're not going to keep trying for a third. Like, families with, like, 5 girls, that's because you wanted a boy, you know? Like, I love it. There's nothing more peaceful than, like, now, mind you, I have an older brother than me. So, it's a boy and a girl. So they got both. But I don't know. I just think if you, like, 2 girls, like, and you're content with that, I think, like, you're just on the road for success with your, like, family forever.
Girl, I ain't trying to be mean, but before you there was me.
Hi, so this is actually fucking gross. Like, I literally almost threw up. Like, just the thought. And then the fact that you're in the comments talking about how, some moms are just so obsessed with their sons, but I'm not that type of mom. Like, you know, it's just a different type of love. Blink. You're the type of mom who would wear white to the wedding, aren't you? You're the type of mom to hug your son before his wife gets to at the gender reveal, right? You're that type of mom. I pray that your son is real little right now so that you can change your ways before he gets grown. Because this is nasty. All I can think of is reading Oedipus in high school and being disturbed. This is the same feeling that I got when I watched that TikTok. And you might think that that's a drag, but it's not. It's not, because why would you fucking say that? A kiss? Like a romantic kiss? Are you fucking... Wow.
My mom boy-mommed so hard that my brother's friends got stuff that I didn't. When I was a freshman in high school, I wanted this HP laptop so bad. It was so cheap. It was like $125. That's all I wanted. I like begged my parents for it. I was like, you don't have to get me anything else. All I want is this laptop for Christmas. So I did get the laptop. It was like, I think my dad got it on sale for like $75 on like a Black Friday sale. And I wanted it not necessarily for schoolwork, but like so I could like journal in it. I could play games, like social media stuff. This was like before I had a smartphone, before like smartphones were a thing. So I wanted it for journaling because my mom always read my journal. Like she would read it. Not only would she read my journals, but she would also tell the whole family what I was writing in there. So I was like, if I have a laptop I can write in, then it'll be password protected and she won't be able to get into it. So for like the first 6 months I had it, I was like pretty religious about using it. And then I kind of like stopped. Like I'd use it like once or twice a week, but I just didn't use it as much anymore. It was like summertime. And my brother's friend was going to college and he did not have a laptop. And I was like out with my friends, or I was doing something one weekend. I wasn't home for the whole weekend. And she was like, oh, you can just take Holly's. She never uses it. And he was like, oh, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. So like a week later, I'm looking for my laptop and I can't find it. And my mom's like, oh, I gave it to your brother's friend. I was like, oh, why? That's my laptop. And she was like, oh, well, like he needs it for school. Okay. So he would use it all the time. And like every now and then I would use it. But for the most part, it ended up being his laptop. I never saw it again. And I was pretty young at this point and I probably had a crush on him. So I was just like, whatever. I didn't really care. And then my brother's friends were always like, they lived at our house. Literally, they lived at our house. And I had this like Ford Ranger, this old Ford Ranger. And then my sister was in the Peace Corps and she left her car there. It was like a white Nissan. It was an older Nissan. And I would drive the Ford Ranger, and my brother's friend had, and it used to be my brother's. It used to be my brother's, and my brother got like this yellow sports car. I don't know what it was. And my brother's friend had made a comment to my mom, and he was like, oh, I miss driving around in that truck. Like, it was so much fun, like in high school, driving around in that. And she was like, oh, because he was driving our car. Like, he was using our car because he was getting a car. Like, I don't know what happened, but he didn't have a car. So he was driving the Nissan. And my mom was like, well, you take the Ranger and then Holly will drive the Nissan. And I was like, I was in the room. I was like, no, I love the Ranger. Like, no. And she was like, what do you need a truck for, Holly? I'm like, what does he need a truck for? He's 20 years old. He's in college. Like, it's my car. I don't want to give up my Ranger. Like, it's mine. And so he was very nice. He was like, no, I don't want to take that away. And she was like, no. She was like, you drive the Ranger or you don't drive anything. I was like, are you kidding me? So I had to go out to my freaking Ford Ranger. I had to get all of my crap and I had to put it into the Nissan and we had to like flip-flop cars for the summer until he got his own car. What? And another thing that she would do is she would let these boys eat my food. So we just like never had leftovers because as soon as my parents made food, it was gone. Like we just had so many people at our house at all times that it was gone. So me and my friends would go out to eat and I would save my food. Like I'd have my leftovers, I'd put it in the fridge for work. I was going to high school full time and I was working like 30 hours a week in high school. So I'd get off of school at 3 and then I have to be at work at 4. So like I'd get off work, I'd rush home, eat my food and then rush to work. Like I didn't get a break at work. So that's what I would do. So I started making sure I had leftovers or I like meal prepped for myself so I could scarf down my food before I had to hurry up and go to work. And I come home and I'm paying for my food. Like my mom isn't paying for this food that I'm going out with my friends and eating. And I come home and I'm like, Mom, where are my wings? Like, have you seen them? Like, did you eat them on accident? And she's like, oh, I gave them to your brother's friend. And I was like, why? She was like, because he was hungry. I was like, hey, I'm hungry. And she was like, oh, sorry. And this was like a regular thing. So I started trying to hide them and like she still would give them to these boys. So I finally confronted her and I was like, Mom, why do you keep giving my leftovers that I'm paying for to these boys? And she was like, they're hungry, Holly. They're guests in our house. What am I supposed to do? I'm like, these are like 21, 22-year-old boys. They can't figure it out. Like they have their own jobs. Why are they eating my food? And she was like, if there's food in there, I'm not going to let somebody go hungry. And I was like, okay, so you won't let these boys who aren't your kids go hungry, but you'll let me go hungry. So I started, after me and my friends would go out to eat, I started just taking the food right to work. Like, I'd be like, hey, I gotta make a stop before we go to our next destination. And I would take my food and I'd drop it off at work, so that didn't happen anymore. She was boy mom to the max with that stuff. Oh my God.
They are out there saying the most misogynist, emotionally incestuous thing possible. Why are baby girls so undervalued and not loved? I hate it. Why, as a woman and mother, do you value your sons over your daughters instead of treating them equally? Or maybe a lot of these boy moms are finally happy a man loved them unconditionally because they will view that son as the man the father could have been. Men whose violence was ignored and encouraged by their parents usually end up being violent men and killing other people or committing heinous crimes. The other video of a woman conducting a wedding with her son, yeah, you saw it. And it's people saying in the comments that it was not that serious. Everything in childhood development is that serious. You can't marry mommy. We are already family. You marry someone you want to make family. We always be family forever. No matter what. You see how easy that is? I already know Sigmund Freud is rolling and giggling in his grave right now. I know he's enjoying this shit. How do you, as a mom, go ahead and be like, yeah, this is normal. Let me marry my son. If your son came to you and was like, Mama, I want to marry you. I want to marry you for Mother's Day. You as a mother are supposed to sit him down and be like, hey, no. It's understandable that you have a lot of feelings for me, but that's because I am your mother. I am the one who birthed you. Marriage is sacred between me and your father. And then when you grow up, marriage is gonna be sacred between you and the partner you choose. Not between me, your family, any family members or anything like that, because that's gross. That's weird. And that is not normal. You are supposed to go out in the world and choose your partner. Choose the one that you are going to love and cherish and everything in between. The woman in this video chose the latter. She was like, yes, this is a brilliant idea. And then I can use my other children as pawns in my whole scheme. And then I can post it on TikTok and get so much support. And now her comments are off. I don't know how you thought. Oh yes, let me record. Let me edit this right. Watch this over before posting this to TikTok and then edit it. Then edit the caption. Then post it and think, this is okay. Yo. May I remind you, your son is also a child who is forming thoughts. And you are supposed to be the one to lead him. But yet, you are trying to marry your son. Back it up. they usually say, God gave me a boy because he knew I needed to be loved correctly. And this is why toxic boy moms hate their daughters, because they think their dad loves them more. I hate you because of your dad. The husband is just being a great dad. I don't get her logic. Patriarchy starts to affect children as early as 2 years old. When they start recognizing and adhering to gender roles, what toys they play with or refuse to play with, how they treat each other, particularly how boys treat girls, their adherence to gender expectations, name them. In general, they pull from their social understandings and interactions. Of course, this is not even counting the patriarchal ideas the parents subject their kids to from birth. Children really start to pick up that stuff and replicate it around the age of 2. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. So what I usually say is stay alert, stay focused, don't feel for the comments. I hope. Nice to meet you. Until the next video, thank you for your attention to this matter.